Okay, section 2.3, section 2.3, question E55. And we have a neat question here. It's looking at the speed limits and how they're actually set, which is certainly a question you may have wondered before. It does get a little more complicated than this is discussing, but this is the general idea. So in theory, you would create a road, not put any speed limit on it, see what people typically went, and then trim off the top 15%, assuming that they were just speed demons, and put the speed limit then rounded down to the nearest 5 miles per hour. So what we have here is Mellowville. They're nice and slow in Mellowville, and we have 1,000 cars that we've measured on this certain stretch of road, how fast they were going. So this is 26 miles an hour, 27, 28. You can see that 29 was the most common speed, the mode, if you will. But the question we're asked to find is, at what speed would the speed limit be set if we were indeed going to use that 85th percentile and then round down to the nearest 5 miles per hour? So how do we find where the 85th percentile is exactly? Well, we know that that's higher than 850 of what the cars went, or in other words, it's lower than 150. So why don't we start from the top, because there's less to go through. We could count up from the bottom 850. I think it's easier to count from the top, count off 150. So we're starting from the very highest speed was one guy who went 38, or a girl. Could be the little old lady from Pasadena, if you remember that song. So we have 1, 2, 15. This really is a Mellowville. I can't imagine out of 1,000 cars, the highest going 38 miles per hour. So I'm guessing this is fairly non-authentic data, but let's continue. We have 15, roughly 30, roughly 60 so far, roughly 130. What I'm doing is I'm adding these totals because I want to see where are we getting the cutoff of 150 people. And so this was 130-ish up to here. We're going to hit that 150 mark somewhere in this 32 mile an hour. So we could say that 32 miles an hour is the 85th percentile speed. However, that would be an awkward speed limit to write, so we're going to round down to the nearest 5 miles per hour. So 32 would get rounded down to 30 miles per hour. Okay.